Marche, we are in Marche here, and I spoke about Marche a lot of times and how much I'm fond about this region, how complex is the region, how a lot of things are yet to discover, and how a lot of things are changing because it seems that the trend has been inverted a bit. After the Second World War, you probably know that everyone escaped from the countryside, they went to the city to work in factories and so on and looking for more money. For sure, there was an incredible economical boom in Italy, all over Europe and US, I would say, after the Second World War. But maybe we have lost something, the idea that we went to from efficiency to substitute quality with efficiency. And especially when it comes to food and beverage, this has been a disaster in the sense that now most of the countryside, in the valley especially, we transform the agriculture in an industrial commodity. If I speak with my American friends, you probably know what I'm talking about. And while it's incredible, it's a kind of a pity because in Italy we have an incredible biodiversity. So now I'm so thankful about these young guys that are coming back to the countryside, women and men that are coming back and trying to, some of them, maybe they had in heritage a vineyard or a bit of a farm from their grandfather, and they decided to, give it a chance to an older style of lifestyle that is maybe less stressing, it'd be more in relation with nature. And this is surely the case of Roberto and Giovanni. They are too young, but they're getting older now, but they started when they were 25, 26. They've been studying enology. One is coming from Milan, and another one had a vineyard from his grandfather, a vineyard in Jesi. Marche is a plural of Marca, is a region that is a composition of more than four different regions, which the main ones are Conero, Jesi, that could be subdivided even in Matelica, Jesi, and the Piceno. We just came back with Giulia and Armando and Dario from the Piceno area. Piceno is incredible. It's like Tuscany, but with much more biodiversity. People are much more welcome than Tuscany. Tourism has not been, there is a nice, soft tourism. It's not one of those like Disney World that you can find in Tuscany. And also the price of the land is not as expensive as there, so you can still find places and eat for a lower price with a lot of quality. And so for me, Jesi it became a big thing in the beginning of the 2000s, the end of the 90s. Then it's been a bit stuck, so I'm happy to help these guys. There is a project with Roberto and Filippo and Alessandra from Albamocco. You probably remember Albamocco was in the wine club probably a year and a half ago. We're going to put it again in the next year. We bought a vineyard. It's 7 acres. Probably we're going to do a natural sparkling from Verdicchio. It's a beautiful type of wine because it's salty with low acidity. Verdicchio is a wine that can be aged up to 10, 15 years if you keep it in the bottle. And if you're patient enough to wait for it, it's a wine that can go with a light fish, but even actually more fuller fish, ideal with goat cheese or sea scallops. And I call it the petit Montrachet, it's the little Montrachet, because it might remind you some of the Burgundy flavor with slightly more salty finish and a bit less acidity. It's an incredible wine coming from a beautiful, beautiful winery that the cellar, it's like the winery is smaller than this room. So we're talking about a production of, I don't know, this one here, I think it's 1,500 bottles, 2,000 bottles. We buy 90% of the production. So this wine technically doesn't exist. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you.